What's up, baby? This is Chris Rivers, Dragons Up, and I want to give a special shout-out to my homies on Music Connection Magazine, where the realness happens. Y'all stay tuned, baby. Peace.
Well, hey, man, I appreciate you, Chris, man, for taking out the time to meet with me over the phone and conduct this interview. Very important.
Oh, definitely, brother. It's a blessing.
That's what's up. So, I've been checking out your music, and you're definitely doing your thing. You know, you have a lot of bars, and you have a story to tell.
Yes.
Besides being Big Pun's son, what do you feel you bring to the table of hip-hop?
Oh, man, I think that's actually the least of the things that I bring. Not saying that cockily at all, but it's one of those things like I get, from me being my father's son, I get a lot of people obviously to open up and are willing to listen to me, but that doesn't give any, honor to the skill and to what I put into it. So, I mean, I've been honing my craft for a while now, for a few years, and I really feel it's important to deliver it to the fullest of my potential, and I think my potential is really high. Like, I got a lot of people who believe in me, and it's helping me in my process of believing in myself. So right now, really, as far as hip-hop goes, I think when it comes to lyrically underground, I could conquer that. I think even commercial I could conquer as well, and a lot of aspects. So right now I'm just trying to, play the game to change the game, but I think eventually once I'm in, I'll be able to change it and become an icon and a legend.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's cool. Yeah, I just checked out your new video with Lumi D. That was pretty dope.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. That was dope. That came to fruition. Yeah, she hit us up. The manager contacted us, and it was kind of a last-minute thing because the tape was coming out, like, I think that Monday, and they had to push it, and he hit me up on Sunday, so I got the beat, wrote the verse, like, right away, recorded it, and then a few weeks later we shot the video, and I was up on the blogs and World Star, stuff like that, so it's definitely dope. Good people.
Yeah, that's cool, and I'm definitely glad that, like I said, you're getting your shine, and you're doing your thing, stepping away from, your Pop's shadow, if you will. I definitely respect Pop's. As a matter of fact, I actually have a tat of your Pops on my right upper arm, to be honest with you, because that's how much I respect him so much.
Yeah, that's so sick. Yeah, that's dope, brother.
Yeah, for sure. So let me ask you this, Chris. How do you feel about the state of hip-hop today?
I think hip-hop is in kind of a in-between stage where almost anything is accepted, in a sense, where, like, kind of almost anything goes, like, and it's, I think it's a flux. I think it constantly fluctuates. I think the masses are fickle. So, because when we're talking about this, we're really talking about mainstream rap, because there still is, like, really good hip-hop and lyrical stuff, too, like, underground, but when you think about mainstream-wise, it's like, when you're trying to touch the masses are fickle, so you kind of have to target them and realize what they want. A lot of people are partying right now and don't want to do certain things, so a lot of music is going to reflect that. But I think music in itself is constantly in a cycle, and people get tired of things, so they want something new. But what's new now, what's going to be new is what was old before. You know what I mean? Like, so, because now we're so used to this. So I think hip-hop is slowly transitioning back into where I had more artistry and more stuff, like in this golden era, with, some of the people coming out and the certain things. But there's still, obviously, there's nothing wrong with having all the party stuff and all those things because you need it. It's just when that's the core of what it is, it kind of takes away from the artistry of the thing. So, definitely, I feel hip-hop is, like, in a nice little in-between stage. And, but it's still, I still got love for it, and it's a very amazing thing.
Definitely. So with that being said, name a couple of artists that you're currently listening to right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, still the greats. My top five is like my Pops, Eminem, Lupe, Mos Def, Black Thought, like that. But as far as people out now, I mean, Lupe's still out now. But you got your Kendricks, you got your Coles, you got your Joey Badass is dope, Logic, Action Bronson, you got Schoolboy. The list goes on. It's really a lot of people. People on come up still, underground, and people mainstream as well. So there's still people really doing it big. Obviously you got your Drakes, and so definitely, and you got to listen to all of it, and I can appreciate a lot of it, but you got to listen to all of it, especially if you want to conquer all sides of the field. Sometimes you got to, like, listen to how they're doing it and see how you can flip it in your own way.
True. Yeah, because, even though, you know, like you mentioned, you respect these different artists out there doing their thing, hip-hop is still competitive. So you want to see what the competition is doing, see how they're winning, and then you can kind of develop and see how you can put together your game plan and whatnot. Still staying true to your artistry, like you mentioned, but again, it's competition, like what's working for them, what's not working for them. And so
exactly, because there is a pattern to success, you know, in almost any field. And music is, you know, music isn't the exception. Like, there is a pattern, and you can see what some of the people did to become successful and what people are doing now. And you start to see certain trends and certain things that, you know, a lot of people who are successful, what they're doing. So you definitely want to find that and definitely want to hit, depending on your target audience or demographic, you definitely want to figure that out. It's really a mental thing. Like, when you get really into music, it's more than just writing words, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you can just do that and become passionate, but it gets to be a real mental process trying to target, like, certain audiences and what they're into, and you got to, like, really kind of read their minds and give them what they want, you know?
Right. I totally agree on that. I feel you on that. So speaking about your pops, you know, your dad's birthday just passed, you know, the 10th of November.
Yep.
What were some of your fondest memories of him while growing up?
Oh, man, like, I remember one time, because he got us a lot of dogs.
Okay.
And one time my dog actually got ran over, and I woke up and I saw that, and it was a really sad moment. But I came to him, you know what I'm saying, he consulted me, and like on a drop of a dime, like, he just got me another one. Not saying, like, you know, he gave me his, you know what I'm saying, which was big to me, because, you know, when someone he had a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, so he could have easily bought me another one, and that wouldn't have been much of a sentimental value as him giving me something from his own, you know what I'm saying, like, domain. So it really meant a lot that he would, you know what I'm saying, do that. So, you know, that selfless act, I remember certain pranks. He was big on pranks, super soakers, and certain things. So, like, I got a few good memories of it. Like, he died when I was 6, so, you know, a lot of it is pretty cloudy. But certain things he did leave, you know, an awesome impact.
Yeah. I mean, I personally watched, like, a couple of documentaries on your pops, and you know, I heard that he was, like, a giving person. Like, he used to just give to the kids on the block, and whatever he had, he was just that type of selfless, you know, human being, and that's what's cool. I think that's why a lot of people also, you know, respected him, of course, and resonated with his music because of the type of character. Yeah, you know,
he was the people's champ. He definitely was. He never left. He loved the hood. He loved the Bronx, and he never left it. Like, we were smack dead in the middle of the hood, even at the peak of his fame. You know what I mean? Like, obviously in the house, but it was right there on St. Lawrence and Sound, like, right there. So, like, he definitely had a lot of help for it. He was the people's champ. Like, he definitely was.
I agree. Now, let me ask you this. I mean, do you feel like you have a responsibility to carry, you know, your dad's legacy?
To a degree. I mean, it's lighter than most people would assume. Like, that, you know, a lot of people think that that's solely what drives me, but that's really a small part of it. Like, that piece keeps me on my toes, and that piece is what keeps me aware that I have to always deliver at a higher, you know, status and be really great. Like, I can never fall off, and it keeps me on my toes, which is great. But a lot of what drives me is, you know, giving back to what music did to me. Like, music raised me in a sense, and it saved my life, and literally and figuratively, and it gave me an opportunity to not only make a means to my ends, but to reach these people and tell them my story and to help them with their lives. So just the way it helped me with mine. So it's a lot that drives me with it. So as far as carrying his legacy, like, I'm trying to make my own legacy, but I do want to make the people that's looking for that proud. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's not solely what drives my mission, but it is an integral part. Yeah.
And I completely understand that. That's cool. So how does it feel to know that your pops was the first Latin rap took him home with a platinum plat?
Oh man, like that's crazy to me. And you know, you say it all the time, like, you know, don't call me a Latin rapper. Just don't call me the best Latin rapper. Call me, you know, the best rapper. Like, race should have nothing to do with it, which it shouldn't. But at the same time, he opened up a door for so many people. And to this day, I see people, just like you say, you got the tat on your arm. Like, I see people on the bus or walking around that got him tatted on them, immortalized on their flesh, and they probably never met him in person. You know what I mean? Like, they don't got their own, you know, mother's face on them, but they got my father. on their own, and like that shows really, like, for them to have that sort of eternal love for someone just off of his words, like that really shows like the level of like legendariness that he really showed to the world. Like it's really crazy, his impact, and like to this day I'm still baffled by how much influence and impact that he had. But you know what I'm saying, it's just really something to be proud of.
Most definitely, and I agree with you on that. So let me ask you this. How did you feel when you first heard Joel Ortiz do the song Big Pun's Back, and did he ever reach out to you in regards to that?
No, he never reached out to me personally. I had the honor to meet him at Peter Palooza. You know what I'm saying? It was short. It wasn't like a conversation or but, you know, we shook hands. But I wasn't offended at all. Like, I'm more a person about intentions. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of how things may seem, I'm really, like, I'm 1,000% sure he didn't mean any offense by it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I don't get offended unless he meant offense. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I always say. So I don't take things like that real personally and stuff like that. He meant it to pay homage, and that's just how I took it. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely was never an issue.
Right. And as a listener myself, like I took it the same way that you took it. Like I think he was doing it more of like a big ups to Pun, because you know, at the time Meek Mill was doing that Tupac's Back, and everybody was doing that type of thematic, you know. And then Joel Ortiz, right?
And Joel Ortiz being, you know, a Latin rapper and someone who, you know, is lyrically adept, like you can clearly tell one of his biggest influences was my father. So it's only natural to pay homage to one of the people that inspire you to even do what you do. You know what I'm saying? So it was, you know, it was just an awesome, you know what I'm saying, like homage. So it was cool.
I agree, and I totally agree. And I think it was a dope track. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, you know, I would like to hear you guys like on a record someday, because I think that'd be cool. You know, like Lincoln are Puerto Ricans, and I think that's a major part, you know, of hip hop. You know.
Yeah, definitely. The stars align and make it happen, and it'll definitely be a great track.
That's what's up. I'm looking forward to that. So, what's your relationship with Remy Ma and Cuban Link?
Cuban Link, I still talk to here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any qualms with anyone, you know what I'm saying, for a service part or affiliation. Like, I don't keep in contact with a lot of people. Remy, you know what I'm saying, we hit up when she got out and stuff like that. Definitely happy that she's out and doing her thing. It's definitely a lovely thing. We don't keep too heavy contact. A lot of people got to acknowledge that, you know what I'm saying, my father died when I was 6. So a lot of the friends that he had, you know what I'm saying, they kind of left with him. Like, you know, not a lot of these gangsters and thugs or people are going to keep in contact with a 6-year-old, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and some did, but, like, you know, few and far apart. But, you know what I'm saying, like I said, no qualms, and there's no bad blood anywhere. But definitely just happy they're doing their thing.
Yeah, most definitely. And I'm a fan of both. You know, I think Remy Ma is a tight female spitter. You know, she has a lot, you know, to put out there. As far as all the female MCs, I think she's one of the rawest ones, and I'm looking forward to some of her new music. I know she just dropped a new mixtape, and it's pretty dope. You know, so
yeah, on Backflip.com, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, and Cuban, I think, you know, he has a different story in the sense of, like, he was, you know, he definitely was doing his thing, and it just sucked on how he kind of got blackballed in the industry. I mean, yeah, and that's a different story in itself, and we all know why, but I think Cuban is one of the nicest ones on the mic, and he does not get his just due, and it's unfortunate because he's, like, so talented.
Yeah.
No, I definitely.
Yeah, his words second to none unless it's Pun. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, that's definitely arguable. That he was really dope, and he is still dope. You know what I'm saying? For, you know, the reasons being with him, you know, the stuff that happened. You know what I'm saying? The industry is a very fickle place. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of moving pieces, so he definitely got you know, the short end of the stick there, but definitely should be respected for, you know, for his talent and his contributions, because he is a very dope MC.
Yeah, and his album Chain Reaction is my shit. I still bump it to this day, to be honest. And I'm from LA, you know what I mean? And I still bump it.
Dope.
You know what I mean? That letter to Pun was just, like, so touching, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. That's so Chris, what projects do you got? Are you working on right now? Like what do you have on the table? What can we expect from you?
Oh man, yeah. I mean, if people haven't already, you know what I'm saying, Wonderland of Misery 1 and 2 those both the mixtapes. They're both available on Baptist.com for free download. And we also got the EP out on iTunes. It's called The Good King. You know what I'm saying? That's like all my music there. The music they can find also on YouTube, like Blues Tracks, on Chris Rivers Music on YouTube and stuff like that. And right now, we're just making a lot of music. There's no set date for the next project to come out, but I think we got a title. It's going to be called Let Me Show You. It's going to be, you know, a statement. But right now, we just we're at the cusp. My career is at the point where, you know what I'm saying, like one big thing could, you know, catapult to that higher level. So right now, we just, you know, like I said, there's a lot of moving pieces, but right now we're just making a lot of music, and we're trying to find the right ones and the right ways to release them. So, you know, people just got to stay on the lookout. We definitely got a lot of heat coming, but, you know, just, you know, remain looking, because, you know, you're going to see me around.
Oh, definitely, most definitely. So I know you just shouted out your website. Do you mind shouting out your website again?
Oh, yeah, it's chrisriversmusic.com. Go there. It's got all the links to the social networks and the management for any inquiries and stuff like that, and merchandise, all that stuff. chrisriversmusic.com. Definitely take a visit.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, now, Chris, do you have any final thoughts on anything that you want to let your fans know?
Oh, yeah. You know, I always tell people, when, you know, when people ask me to say final thoughts, I just want everyone to know, like, I'm just human, you know what I'm saying, and I'm following my dream. So if I can follow my dream and I'm human, then I'm no better than you. Anyone can. And I came from a lot of disadvantages in life, and I've still made it to where I am. And though I'm not where I want to be yet, it's still a lot better than where I've come from. So I want anyone to acknowledge, whether you're going through depression or any sort of doubt, to know that your dreams are very, very possible as long as you're willing to make them come true. So never give up on yourself, and definitely always strive for better. Dragons up.
Perfect. I appreciate that, man. That's what's up. So that pretty much wraps up our interview, man. Last
awesome.
thing, yeah, man, really appreciate it, dog. I really, you know, this is a really epic moment, you know, for me as a fan and as a writer, you know, for the magazine. So from LA to New York, you know, that's how we make these connections happen.
Yeah,
so, again,
bridging that gap. Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, again, I'm looking forward to more music. I heard the Wonderland mixtape. Dope. You know what I mean? Like I said, I respect where you come from.
Thanks, brother.
You know, being Pun's son. It's like I said, I have his image, like I said, tatted on my right upper arm. You know the Air Pun symbol?
Yep. That's iconic.
Yep. I got that right here on my arm. So it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so much of a fan. So once again, bro, I appreciate it, man. You have yourself a good weekend ahead, and I'll
definitely, brother. Blessings.
Definitely, bro. All right, man. Have a good one.
All right. You be safe. You too.
Peace.
All right. One.